You know what? I'm gonna give you some bonus material here. Here's the door, and all I did was undo these screws. This is a different setup than some self-closing, or not self-closing, but concealed door hinges. And I undid that, and then it slipped on out. And see right in here, that little groove. That set screw that I was working with has to be on the back side of that. The back of the set screw. What do I mean by that? Okay, here's the screw, okay? Here's the inside of the screw. Now, do you see that? Right there. It's got a little ledge, little rib all the way around it, see? That has to slip in to the back side of that. If it's on the outside, you can adjust this all day long and you're not going to adjust it far enough. Okay, I think it was on this front side, and that's why I could only adjust it so much. Remember how it was wiggling back and forth? Okay, so I took it back out. Now it's time to reset that. It may take me a minute or so to adjust this screw enough to where I can get this slid on the back side. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see that one. That one feels good. Now let's see what happens there. It doesn't seem like it's in all the way, so I'm going to take that and screw that in just a hair. And maybe I can, there, I got it slid on the back side of that. Oh man, it's way tight now. Okay, you see that? Now I got to make sure that one's on. So I think it is. Now I can tighten that screw and the top screw. And incidentally, if your door is bowed, the top is hitting, or the bottom's hitting before the top's hitting before the bottom, whatever, you can generally loosen this up. Because see, I pushed it in. You see how far I pushed it in? That go? Boy, looks like the whole body is slightly loose too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to adjust it all the way. I may have to somehow take those screws out, you know, the rest of them, or try to tighten it up. Okay. Oh, there. Tighten that up, and that looks good. There. You could undo this one screw and pull this door out a little bit. You can push this one in a little bit, and then you can maybe lessen the warpage. And then on the other door, you can do the very opposite and get them both to line up, let's say. Okay, so let's see what that did. Okay, first off, okay, this is the same one. That's all I've done so far. Okay, you see that? I've got that, and now do you see what that caused for me to be able to do that? I still have to do some adjustments in and out on that, but there's no way I'm going to be able to adjust this door up that high and this one down that low, because you remember before I lowered this door and I raised that one. So now I'm going to have to lower this door back down, and I know I can. See how much gap I have there? That tells me exactly that I can lower this door back down, and I may have to raise this other door up, because I lowered it, see, I've done the very opposite. That's because this hinge here was not in its location. Okay, I think I've given you enough information now. Yes, I'm not done. I'm not going to show you the rest, because you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to loosen up that screw, this screw down here, and then I'm going to pull up or push down on those hinges, so this can go down a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to loosen up that screw back there, this one back there, and I'm going to lift this up again and lift this one up, retighten it, and that's going to raise this door. Okay, I'll be back in a minute to show you what it looks like. Okay, it took me a few minutes, no tricks or anything. So that's lined up there. And true, there's hardly any slop there at all. Ideally, you should have a little bit more of a gap, probably about like that. Okay, and that's because this hinge over here is an old hinge. I could drill a hole in it. Now that I have it adjusted where I want, I could drill a hole right there, and I could put another screw in there, and that would actually push that over just a little bit more if I really wanted to do that. Okay, see? There you go. Got that adjusted the height wise. Here's about the gap that you want in between. You got that about the same. Here's your bottom doors. Remember how before those were rubbing? Okay. There. See that? Remember this one? This one was more than rubbing, and you had to open up both doors to then get them together, and this one was way up higher. That's all I had. All I worked with so far was the Phillips screwdriver. You can do this. Hey, if I can do it in Average Joe, I know you can do it too. Okay, stick around. I've got more to show you.